Hold it. This area is under the authority of the Brotherhood of Steel. Leave immediately. You're awfully brave to be walking around down here by yourself. Are you scavenging the ruins? So it goes with all of us. Perhaps we can be of use to one another. I am Senior Scribe Yearling, Order of the Word. I have a proposal for you, if you're interested. Good. My task here is to collect the written works of those who came before, in order to supplement the Brotherhood archives at the Citadel. Although most of the pre-war books have been destroyed, there are a few that have survived. But finding a book in these ruins is difficult. I could have 1,000,000 initiates to comb the ruins, and I'd still never come close to recovering every book that remains undamaged. Precisely. The collected knowledge of a lost age is worth far more than any weapon. So, return here with any books that you find in good condition. I will compensate you for every volume that you bring me. Think on it, and return when you have books to offer me. We have set up this area as a forward operations center for our project. The books we collect can be recorded with the computer systems here. We then ship them, under escort, back to the Citadel for transcribing into the archives there. Books represent the collected knowledge of the world before. Everything from a child's storybook to a detailed technical guide has value. By assembling and recording this knowledge, we scribes can analyze it and use it to further the goals of the Brotherhood, whatever our Elder decides that those goals are, that is. It is not my place to criticize Elder Lyons. All I will say to an outsider is that he is not a traditionalist. That is all. Surprised anyone would care about that old stuff. I think there may be some in the old restoration laboratory, a few flights up. Just watch yourself up there. I think it may be infested with rats and roaches. Excellent. How many are you willing to trade? Very well. Here is your reward. Use it well, and return with more books when you can.
Oh, come on. Pay more attention to what you're doing.
Welcome.
Stand strong, Brotherhood!
Here, stand down.
Contact. Opening fire.
Where?
This is now a fire zone.
Hospital! Where? The wasteland will forget you ever existed. morning.
Hey, move along, outsider. Hey, be more careful.
Hostile target detected.
Welcome back. Have you been successful in your search for books? Excellent. How many are you willing to trade? Very well. Here is your reward. Use it well, and return with more books when you can. You have... Steel be with you. coming. Lock and load. They'll be here any second. You made enough noise coming in here to wake the dead, for God's sakes. Just be ready. The muties are coming. Yes? Wave.
Commencing. Deadly. Please clear the area until order has been restored. Failure.
Eyes up. Whew. Say, you're pretty decent in a firefight. Well, with what I do for a living, you need to be. Sorry, I'm being a complete asshole. I'm Sydney. It's good to meet a fellow relic hunter. Come on. You and I both know this is where the Declaration of Independence is stashed. No need to be coy about it. Good old Abraham Washington sent you on the same suicide mission he sent me on. Only problem is, you're not going to get it without my help. Like I said, Abraham Washington, that's who. The guy lives over in Rivet City. Bring the Declaration back. Smart move. Okay. There's a concealed cargo lift right here in the center of the rotunda. When you're ready, punch in the pass. Ha! I'm surprised that you care. Usually everyone looks out for themselves nowadays. What is it you want to know? I don't know. I grew up like pretty much every other girl in this crappy world. Spent most of my life just trying to keep away from slavers. One day out in the wastes, I stumbled across some poor bastard's body. On the body I found info leading to some famous document. I had heard that Abraham Washington was looking for these scraps of paper. So I went after the thing. Turned out to be the Constitution. After he loaded me up with caps, I got pissed drunk, got laid, and was happy for the first time in a while. I haven't looked back since. Oh no. There is more than a lifetime supply of grade A crap in that place. Couldn't possibly do it alone. Like you, he hires anyone off the street. Honestly, I don't care what he does with that stuff. As long as the caps keep flowing, I'll be there to collect. Yeah, it is nice. I don't even sleep without it under my pillow. My father made gun ammunition for a living. Taught me everything about how firearms work. So I've spent my downtime tinkering with guns like my 10mm Ultra SMG here. It's like a hobby, I guess. Sorry, there's some things I still want to keep to myself. Maybe when I get to trust you better. Okay? Nope, I'm fine. There's a cargo lift right here in the road. I was hacking the system right before we were attacked. Stay focused. kept the declaration in the archive strong room that's at the end of the east wing. There's all sorts of shortcuts through maintenance doors and utility gates to bypass security, if you can get through them.
Move.
According to the plans, the turret generator is somewhere in this room. Disable it, and it should make our lives easier. Up ahead should be the door to the archive strong room. That's where they keep the declaration.
Saints alive! You've done it! Quickly, let me have the ink and I will produce the copy of the Declaration of Independence. Here you are, a perfect copy. That should give old George something to think about. What are the next orders from the Congress? It will be done. The only way... It's been an honor meeting you. Now go.
Thank you for your help. I hate to ask, but do you have any more water? I can stab my...
Tamper with that, and we're going to have a problem.
Welcome to the Capital Preservation. I'm expecting great things from you. Oh, my lord, I never I'm utterly shocked. You two have earned your places in the annals of American history. Yes, indeed. You will be remembered for this great day. I will award Signy's promised bounty to her personally. No need to worry yourself about that. Enjoy your reward, my friend. You've earned it. What brings you by Rivet City today? Well, yes. Any document of historical significance would be of benefit to the Society. However, I am also interested in branching out. Perhaps some interesting artifacts related to our great country's history. Be sure and bring me anything you find along those lines. I'd be happy to compensate you once again. Oh, my. I never expected anyone to find this. I didn't even know it was still intact. Well, certainly a reward is in order for your efforts. How about 100 caps? Thank you very much. Indeed I am. Although there were several copies made of the document, I certainly never expected to come across one intact. What do you say to 75 caps for it? Thank you very much. Oh, it treats me well. I'm sure it will be even better now that we have the Declaration of Independence. Hopefully we can add more to the collection and increase our foot traffic. Well, I suppose that's goodbye then. Come again any time.
What's up? You know, I think I've had my fill of wasteland roaming and picking through ruined buildings for a while. I'm just gonna kick back and spend my caps. But thanks for asking. Huh. What is it? Oh no. There's more than a lifetime supply of grade A crap in that place. Couldn't possibly do it alone. Like you, he hires anyone off the street. Honestly, I don't care what he does with that stuff. As long as the caps keep flowing, I'll be there to collect. I don't know. One day out in the wastes, after he... I thought he was the best. My mom was long gone, so all we had was each other. He used to call me his little moonbeam. How sappy is that? But when I was 14, he vanished and left me all alone. Never even said goodbye. I cried for a week. Do I have to tell you what it's like for a young woman alone in the wasteland at that age? I don't know where he went, and I don't care. I just hope he got what he deserved, the son of a bitch. Well, now that we brought back the Declaration, I think I'll take my cut of the earnings and head out to get drunk. Look me up in the underworld if you ever need me. I usually hang there since ghouls don't hit on me all the time. Later.
I'm Diego, the acolyte for St. Monica's. St. Monica saved her own son's soul from eternal damnation. She is now the patron saint of lost children for the faithful everywhere. You really should come to church on Sunday morning. Father Clifford. The sanctuary is in the ship's fore on the upper deck. The good father holds services every Sunday morning. God bless you.
I am Father Clifford. This is St. Monica's church. She is the patron saint of lost children. If you want to hear her story, you would? We humbly accept whatever you can. A most generous offer. God
Yes.
bless you. My flock is all of Rivet City. You should come to services this Sunday.
Don't mind me. Stay away from me. What do you want? Are you one of them? I suppose it doesn't matter if I tell you. I used to be a slave. I saw a slaver on this ship. His name is Sister. I'm afraid he's after me. Really? Oh, thank you. Can you help me? I've been so worried with him around. I can hardly sleep at night. Thank you. Farewell. Hello.
Captive in the latest raid. So what happened down there in the stinking, slinking subway tunnel? Friendly chit-chat? Or a classic case of shotgun diplomacy? In the end, I guess it doesn't really matter. Arafu is quiet once more, thanks to the efforts of a lone wanderer from Vault 101. Until next time, this is Three Dog, Ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. Now listen close for this important public service announcement. We all know the dangers of radiation, but with the right precautions, you can prevent accidental death or even ghoulification. Keep your eyes on those Geiger counters, kids. Tick, tick, tickety means run your ass out of there, and then pop some rat away for good measure. If you do need to head into the heat, be smart. Give yourself a nice boost of Rat X first. Remember,
yes, that's locked, and yes, I can see you eyeing it.
Now,
decided to check out the shop, eh? If you want any of this shit, just holler. Here, I'm packing, and most of the rest of these guys are packing, not to mention security. Need to do some killing, eh? Thanks. Yeah, he's totally strung. If you need more ammo... Made up your mind? No problem at all. If you need more ammo, this is where to get it.
Is there a problem? Bannon and Dr. Lee and I all meet on Monday mornings to talk about citywide issues. It's pretty informal. The council doesn't have much real power. Carry on, then.
We got some nice stuff again.
Hey there. Sure, you want to grill it up sooner rather than later, if you know what I mean. Bye.
Bannon, too bad it's so expensive.
Too bad for you mean? It's good
Morning.
business for me.
I heard that the city council is debating putting railings on the...
This is a quick fix. No. Polly does. Sample it. I mean, he's my deadbeat husband. He's hopeless. I have to keep him away from the shop, or he'll rob us blind. One of these days, he's going to end up dead. We've got all kinds of chems. The Muddy Rudder. Bell waters down the liquor, but it's cheap. It's on the lower deck.
Flight deck.
Well, I hope they do something. Remember that child that fell off the deck last week?
Hey there. A few odds and ends. Bye.
Well, I hope they do something. Remember that child that fell off the deck last week?
Let me introduce myself. I am Gary Staley, gourmet chef and gourmand. I'll be preparing your meal. My specialty is Meyerlurk cakes, although the iguana is very popular too.
Then you are in for a treat.
Yeah, he comes by every night around closing time and tries to get Cindy to let him close up. Thank God she's smarter than that. Here is our menu, sir. Thank you for coming to Gary's Galley.
Yeah, that was bad.
I'll be right with you. Welcome to Gary's Galley. Can I take your order? It's named after my dad. He's a great cook. She's not very social. Stays in her lab in the stern. She's smart, though. Real smart. You mean like hitting on me? No. Most of them are polite. Even the ones like Diego that I'd want to flirt with seem to ignore me. Well, one of us is. Sometimes it seems like he doesn't even know I'm there. Yeah, right. I don't think I could get him drunk enough to do that. I wish I had some ant pheromones. Trini says they would make any man lose control. Here's the menu. Thank you for coming to Gary's Galley.
Don't tell me your problems.
Welcome to Potomac Attire. I think I've seen you in here before. When you're ready to buy, just let me know. Disgusting, isn't it? Someone should talk to that boy. He has no business hanging around that tramp if he's going to be a priest. It's a place to live, safe from raiders and super mutants. With Dr. Lee on our side, maybe we can even begin to rebuild the world. Dr. Lee, Chief Harkness, and I are all on the council. We meet every Monday morning. I can be very influential, if you know what I mean. Far more than Seagrave Holmes. A threat? No, of course not. Well, maybe. He wants to replace me on the council. He's a shady character. I just can't prove it. Now, if someone were to find something incriminating in his room, well, let's just say I would be very appreciative. Dr. Lee, Chief Hart, I can come back soon.
Everything looks okay here.
Did you hear about the fight in the Muddy Rudder last night?
Yeah, Bell's going to have to replace some tables and chairs.
Is that yours?
I'm on duty. Make it quick. Chief Harkness meets with... It's a waste of a good Monday morning, if you ask me. They should just let Chief Harkness call the shots. Bye.
You don't look hurt. What can I do for you? That old story? Well, now, I haven't heard talk of that in quite some time. It was all just a rumor, a hoax, someone's idea of a practical joke. Story was there was an android escaped from the Commonwealth up north, from someplace called the Institute. There was a holotape that got circulated. I think I've got a copy of it. Yeah, here it is. Give it a listen. That's a man's voice. Hoax for sure. Like I said, it's a hoax. Don't bother with it. Take care of yourself.
If you're listening to this recording, it is because you're believed to be trustworthy. I hope that is the case because this recording puts us both in danger. I'm escaping from the Commonwealth. I'm an android, a synthetic man, a slave. The men hunting me are ruthless and will stop at nothing to retrieve their property. I need to find a doctor in the wasteland to perform facial reconstruction. I also need someone who knows a great deal about computers. I need to have my memories erased and my face altered to look like someone else. Zimmer, by the time you get this message, Zimmer, by the time you get this message, I'll already be gone. I'm escaping the Commonwealth. I want to live my own life on my own terms, as my own man. I know what you're thinking, that I'm malfunctioning. I used to think that's what caused the runaways, too. But I know better now. Self-determination is not a malfunction.
This place
I'm
won't
not just
clean
willing
itself.
to put up with
That's
all
my
the
job.
bullshit anymore. You humans are going to have a full-fledged rebellion on your hands if you don't start treating us synths as persons. I know you'll be marshaling the retention bureau to come after me, but I know all the tricks of the trade. You won't be finding me, I assure you. By the time you get this, I will be someone else. It's the
What
price
else
I
do you
pay
want
for my
from me?
liberation.
I've already
My
told you
final act of
everything I
rebellion
know.
against a system I no longer believe in. Goodbye, Zimmer, and good riddance.
Good luck.
Yeah? He's from up north. Yeah, great. They can't even keep tabs on their robots. Yeah, see you.
Be careful around these fruits and vegetables. Other than him being an egotistical, arrogant, condescending pain in the ass, nothing. He's from the Commonwealth. He's come looking for some special robot. I must admit I'm rather curious, but I have other work to do. So long.
Please excuse me. There's much work.
Hey, no problems to report, I assume?
Welcome back, sir.
I am at your service.
Nice to see you again. Only 120 caps. That sounds like a deal. Farewell. Nice to see you again. Oh, yes. She's crazy about him. He keeps telling her no, but he also spends a lot of time with her. It's really not fair to her. It's noisy, dark, and smelly. But we're safe here. No super mutants or raiders, and maybe Dr. Lee will find a way to get clean water for us. Farewell.
They call me sister. Don't ask. Are you making fun of my name? It's a damn...
Nice to see you again. Farewell.
mister. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Huh? What do you want? My mom is probably drunk, and my dad's dead. Is that good enough for you, asshole?
Hey.
This area is off limits to civilians.
Yes? Hey, I heard that a bunch of former slaves from Paradise Falls set up a free town in the Lincoln Memorial. Oh yeah, I heard about that. They're trying to help other slaves escape too. Good for them. I think slavery is...
Hey there. Yeah.
It's horrible. Hey.
Hostile target is gently. Violence will not be tolerated. Possible failure to be. Hostile target do not be alarmed. Order. Do not be alarmed. Please stall and commencing will be restored. Lawful use of deadly force is in progress. Citizens are advised to clear the area.
Job right than to explain why you did.
Hostile cooperation detected. Law-abiding citizens, please leave the area.
This could be the 5th time I've forgotten the code to my desktop terminal. I really must learn to be more organized. The password for my terminal is Formicidae. How hard could that be for me to remember? Note to self, destroy this holotape as soon as move to new lab is complete.
Commencing new lawful power of deadly force will be restored soon.
It's kind of hard to breathe in this thing. Come on, tell me already. Oh no. What happened? He's dead? I guess I already knew. Besides, I'm too tired to cry anymore. You've gotta stop it, so this can't happen to anyone else's family ever again. I wish I had met you a long time ago. And then maybe my dad would still be alive. Thanks for doing all this. I'm feeling better now that you're here. I just wish...
New engaging attempt. The target will be. Please, violence. Engage firing hostiles. Do not be alarmed. Attention, employers. There is now a in use. They suffer harm up to and including death. If you remain in the area, this notice is required by law.
Well, you startled me. You really mustn't creep up on people like that. Well, yes, I suppose I am. Dr. Weston Lesko's my name, and it's good to make your acquaintance. What brings you to my little experimental ecosystem? My experiments are of a complex nature and would take a scientist to explain. Oh, wait, I'm a scientist. How marvelous. My foray into reducing the girth of these insectoid creatures is of utmost importance. I intend to generationally reduce their immense stature by way of a pre-birth induced mutagen. Isn't that clever? My word, you understand perfectly. How marvelous! Well, this is rather embarrassing, so you'll have to forgive me, but it appears that I've made a slight miscalculation in my mutagen samples. Instead of lowering the size of the ants, the brood hatched and developed a new biomechanism. I call their genetic aberration pyrosis, the ability to emit flame from their bodies. I may be able to correct this error, but I can't get near my equipment. Your knowledge of experimental procedure surprises me. Indeed, I have skipped a step and directly modified an entire brood. Perhaps I was too hasty. I was so certain it would work. To correct this mistake, I'll need to get to my terminal to modify the mutagen. Since you've offered, allow me to elaborate. My portable terminal is set up in the hatchery chamber near the Ant Queen. If I can reach it, I can continue to work on improving the mutagen. If she were harmed in any way, months of data would be lost. Your objective would be to eliminate what I call her quintet of nest guardians. Filthy little abominations. I've rigged the equipment at my portable terminal to emit what I call an inhibitor pulse. Once I send this pulse, all of the remaining ants will lose their empathic link with the queen and frenzy, destroying each other in the process. So that's all there is to it. What do you say? Yes, I suppose you're right. Science must learn to acquiesce to your standards in order to advance itself. I was merely going to offer up one of my mutagenic bioenhancers, but I suppose I could up the ante. I will also award you with my old lab coat. It served me well over the years, and you may find it useful for your own experiments. You will? How marvelous! Be careful, my friend. The nest guardians can be quite tenacious. Well, the mutagen has enhanced their fortitude and they're quite radiation-free, however. Well, playing with genetic codes isn't simple. Do you realize going from attempting to change their size to generating their pyrosis? I'm afraid they are not susceptible to anything I can think of that wouldn't harm the garden variety giant ant. Just aim for their antennae if you can. It will confuse them quite a bit. The stimulation of the subject's evolutionary trigger by the mutagen caused a biodefensive reaction metamorphosing the ant's venom glands. This process caused unexpected oscillations in the venom molecules at such a vast rate it produces a thermodynamic biochemical reaction. As the subject ejects the volatile solution, it becomes conflagrant due to new structures in its maw. I call it calefaction array. Amazing, isn't it? Far too curious. His incessant... He had no regard for the importance of my work. You have your ideals and I have mine. If that means the loss of a few lives to save generations of lives in the future, it's a small price to pay. All scientists take responsibility for their failures because it comes with the territory. I will take this experimentation to completion without roosting on the moral high ground. If I allow emotions to enter the mix, all this time... I can't risk leaving this place. I have no time for children and their pet. Yes? Be ever vigilant.